Alright, so let's continue. So in this video, we will be discussing the UI that I have prepared in Figma. So let's get to it. So there it is. It's not that much, but it will get the job done. So over here, before we proceed developing the application, let's break it down so that we are on the same page and we have a direction in which we will be working in. So the first thing to keep in mind is that it's going to be a single page website. It's going to be a single page store, in this case the home page, and on that home page we will be displaying all the items, all the books in this context. So right at the top we will be having a banner, and over here we're going to have a title. It's going to be a hard-coded value. You're free to use a different name. Then on the right side we will be placing in a cart icon, although I have added a text at the moment because I didn't want to waste time searching for an icon and placing it over here, but it's going to be an icon. Then at the bottom we will be placing the genres. So the first one is going to be all, which will display all the books, but the subsequent one will be all the genres. So the thing to keep in mind is we don't want to hard code this thing because we want it to be flexible. We want it to be dynamic. And in order to create the list of genres, it's in fact pretty simple. Let me just copy this thing at the moment. And over here we can have something like books and the array. So this is the books. We would be using map. We got the book, and within this we have the genre, which will give us the entire list. But obviously we want to kind of exclude the duplicate ones. So for that we don't have to do much. We just need to convert it into a set, which will make it sort of like an iterable object. And in order to convert it back to be an array, we can just spread it out as such. So that's what we will be doing in this case, and we will be developing the accordion component from MUI library for this thing. So when the user clicks on it, it's going to scroll down right over here and it will display all the books of genre quest in this particular context. So that's the home page. Now once the user adds an item to the cart, or in other words, if an item is already added in the cart, then instead of the button we will be showing this counter, the quantity counter, so that they can add or decrease the quantity. And if the quantity is 1, if it's 1, and in that case if they click on the minus, like to reduce it, it's going to remove it from the cart. Pretty simple and obvious. Now when the user clicks on the cart button, we will be popping open a drawer, which is again a component from the MUI library, and it's going to contain all the books, all the items which the user added to the cart. Again, we will be placing the quantity buttons, the quantity manager, and at the bottom we will be having a total amount figure thingy where we're going to display the total amount. And then at the bottom we will be having the continue button. So when the user clicks on it, it's gonna show a different UI on the same drawer, this time asking for a few details from the user, such as full name. By the way, they can always go back to the previous screen. So we will be asking the full name, email, contact, and address, and a disclaimer right at the bottom which says that you will receive a confirmation mail once you place the order. And once they place the order, we will be sending off the mail which will say something like order has been placed. In order to confirm it, click on the link, stuff like that. We have already done this discussion for it, so let's just not repeat the same. So that's that. This is the UI. I just wanted to discuss it beforehand before starting with the development so that we are on the same page, and I hope we are at this point. So in the next video, let's actually start with the development, which will be pretty fun. So see you in the next one.